Good day and welcome to the much anticipated dough-down between pizza from the Savory Party and donut from the Sweet Party here in the library of historic First Presbyterian Church in Houston, Texas. This is our candidates' first face-to-face meeting in this election season. In fact, it is their first crust to glaze meeting ever. I'm Mark Carlton, and I'm humbled to serve as the moderator for today's debate. I would like to welcome viewers watching on the PS News Network, and yes, around the globe. Pizza and Donut are just moments away from joining me in what must certainly be the most consequential event of their campaigns, with Election Day now fewer than 2 weeks away. Here are the rules for today's debate. First, all topics and questions have been shared with the campaigns so that the candidates could hopefully prepare intelligent answers. There are 6 crucial areas of snack leadership that each candidate will address, and each will also deliver brief opening and closing statements. Microphones are turned on to promote a collegial back and forth. But as the moderator, it's my responsibility to make sure that sparks, or in this case, sauce and grease, do not fly irresponsibly. Finally, there is no audience here in this hallowed hall of books. This is an intimate setting for 2 candidates who are actually related, but have never met outside of their respective bakeries. Pizza won the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half. When I reminded him that this was not a football game, he chose instead to give his closing statement last. So, without further preamble, I will now welcome the candidates to their podiums so that we may begin.
An absolute pleasure.
First, opening statements. Doug, if I may call you Doug, you're first.
The G is silent. If you don't mind, my family's always gone with dough, but I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, students of PS, board members, faculty, police officers, custodial staff, maintenance workers, I'm speaking to you. Life is too short not to start with joy. And I, Doughnut, want to start your day and end your day with joy. That's what Presbyterian School is famous for. That's what we will continue to want people to come here and experience. Joyful students, joyful faculty, you are the ones who are going to love it. Roll with me. We're going to bring sprinkles and joy to your life.
Thank you, Doe. Mr. Zah.
Thank you, Doe. It's an honor to be with you on this hallowed stage, though I am rather disappointed that we don't have a live audience. My campaign was told there would be a live audience because everybody loves pizza. There'd be a lot of applause if there were, but listen, you've heard from my opponent already. You've heard about all the different people who serve here at Presbyterian School. I stand before you as Pete Zah, the only candidate that can bring everyone together. Regardless of age, time of day, or occasion, I'm versatile, I'm customizable. I've got something for everyone, whether you want the meat lovers pizza or you're vegan with a cauliflower crust. Whether you like it thick or thin, I'm the ultimate team player. As president of Snack, I assure you, every break is a slice of heaven. You deserve a snack that satisfies, and that snack is pizza.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zah. Okay, our first question gets right to the heart of criticisms that both candidates have received from really all constituencies, but particularly from Presbyterian School parents. What would you say to your critics who argue that neither of you presents a healthy snack option for anyone at Presbyterian School? Mr. Zah, you have 30 seconds.
It's a great question. I appreciate your asking it of me. And let me tell you, to those who are concerned about health, I say, have you considered how customizable I am? I can be made with whole wheat crusts topped with fresh vegetables. lean proteins, even dairy-free cheese. With the right choices, I am a balanced and nutritious snack. Plus, I offer a great range of control over ingredients. But my opponent, DOUGHNUT, look, he's a big zero. He's bringing nothing to the table.
Doe, your response?
Pete, I appreciate that. Mothers of Presbyterian, fathers of Presbyterian, I want to say this to you. Number one, there was a hard-fought primary. As you know, I beat out celery sticks and carrots for the sweet party. Za, I realize you were the hand-picked candidate for the savory, but that was a choice that was made in your primary runoffs. Moms and dads, here's the reality. Number one, Pete Za is likely to give your kids food poisoning. If it's not cooked properly, your child's going to be ill. I am there all day. I am de facto the healthy choice.
It did not take long for us to get personal in this debate. Next question. Not ironically, about bi-snackisanship. Should savory and sweet ever mix? Can you cite any personal experience with crossover appeal? Doe, you have 30 seconds.
I'm so glad you asked this question because my two children recently celebrated their birthdays, and we had what was called a pizza donut party. And what happened was we invited friends of Pete Za, family members who are supporting me. They are at this party. We covered the Pete Zas with donut toppings, and the kids loved it. Sweet and savory can always work together. I'm worried that the current candidate doesn't always want to work with me.
Mr. Za.
Look, listen. Let's just face the facts. Because the reality is, are you listening? Because here's the thing. I want to be straight with you. Here's the deal. I've embraced crossover appeal with options like pineapple on pizza, honey drizzled crusts, dessert pizzas. I have successfully mixed both worlds without losing my identity, proving that I'm adaptable and forward thinking. I create balance. I have sought to reach across the aisle to the sweet party. That has not gone anywhere. Because he's bringing zeros to the table.
Wow. Bringing zero to the table twice.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to fact check you on that.
May I just respond to that? I want to say this one. That was a great answer. And I think sometimes up here, we don't appreciate what the other side is doing. And that was really a thoughtful response. And I thought you made some really good points. That has to go on record. I'm sorry.
Look,
that eats into my time, so be it.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you. The deal is, right?
Okay, we need to move on. We need to move on. You're a little incoherent, Pete. The third question concerns promises each of the candidates has made on the campaign trail, some of which have been admittedly far-fetched. Can you tell voters today, what is one promise that you will deliver on in the first 100 days of your administration? Mr. Za, you're first.
In my first 100 days as president of SNAC at Presbyterian School, I promise to increase the availability of pizza options in every school cafeteria. No longer will students have to settle for one size fits all. They will be able to build their own slices, ensuring everyone has a snack that meets their needs and their preferences.
Wow. Doe, rebuttal?
It's breakfast time at Presbyterian School. You've pulled up the carpool line, your mother, your father, your nanny is dropping you off. And as you get out, who's waiting for you? DOUGHNUT. That's right. Hot, tasty, sweet, ready to go. And the other one is this one. My opponent discusses lunchtime. If I have my way in the first 100 days, there'll be a sprinkle dispenser in every cafeteria, and we will be topping our donuts with savory, tasty, fun treats. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Let's move on to the topic of allergies and food sensitivities. These have become much more prevalent, especially with our young people today. What assurances can you make to voters who are battling these challenges that you'll be the right snack leader for them? Doe, you're first.
I am worried about cross-contamination. If your parents have ever ordered a pizza with more than one topping, you know what happens. Nobody in Pete Za's party worries about toppings spreading onto different slices. They cross-contaminate all the time. Donuts are cooked in tasty, savory vegetable oil. We have no lactose intolerance issues for people who are allergic to milk. And if you have a nut allergy...
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to... Of course, the dough
our dough is made with just... Our dough, my family, goes with a standard recipe of water, salt, and flour with some sugar. Now, I know that there are some fly-by-night members of the party who are using milk, but without a doubt, you are covered in lactose intolerant toppings.
And you're trying to claim that you're part of the standard recipe? Really? With your family heritage and history?
Mr. Za, would you please just answer the question?
I understand there are food sensitivities and allergies. There are serious concerns. Pizza can be made gluten-free, dairy-free, even nut-free without sacrificing flavor. Whether it's cauliflower crust or plant-based cheese, I have options that cater to every need. DOUGHNUT unfortunately relies heavily on ingredients like gluten and dairy and sugar. Standard recipe.
On a more lighthearted note, is there something good or nice or complimentary that each of you could say about your opponent? For example, have you ever enjoyed a donut or a piece of pizza? Pete, you're first.
First, I'd like to say that I was told all of the questions would be offered to us ahead of time, and I do not have any record of this question, and it takes me a little while to bake. So I'm not really sure quite what to say off the cuff here, off the crust, but I would say that I have enjoyed a donut a time or two, but only in the morning. Let's be honest. Who's eating donuts in the afternoon during the football game? But yes, donuts can be wonderful sometimes.
Doug?
I'm glad you asked this question, Dr. Carlton. I'm going to be honest and heartfelt here. There's been a lot of talk about my being a zero. What I see myself as a circle, and pizza as a circle. And the reality is this one. We both want to encompass the entire community, the entire school. Pete is a great guy. He cares about this school. He's a wonderful snack. He's filling meal. But in the end, take a roll with me. We're going to make lots of dough.
All right. Thank you very much. That concludes the question and answer portion of our debate. Now, for closing statements, Doe, you are first, 30 seconds.
Thank you so much. There's a song at the end of one of my favorite TV shows that is Don't Stop Believing. And I'm going to say this one. Don't stop believing in DOUGHNUT. We leave you full. We leave you satisfied. No matter what's going on, we're easy to grab. I'll also ask students to consider this in the final seconds. A pizza box is bad for the environment. A donut box collapses. I don't just care about you at school. I care about you after school. God bless Presbyterian School. God bless all of us. Enjoy the snack.
Pete, you get the last word.
In closing, I ask you to consider, what do you want from your snack leader? Do you want a one-dimensional option that leaves you crashing from a sugar high, or do you want a snack that provides balance, creativity, endless possibilities? I'm Pete Za. I believe in unity, in satisfaction, and the freedom to customize your snack experience. Vote for me, and let's make snack time something to look forward to every single day. Thank you.
Thank you to both candidates and to you, our viewers all over the world. Early voting begins soon, and Election Day is November the 5th. The choice is yours, Presbyterian School. The future of our snack leadership is now in your incredibly greasy hands. Choose thoughtfully, choose independently, and choose on an empty stomach. I'm Mark Carlton. Good day and good snacking.